You ever felt like life's been testing you? Throwing everything it's got and waiting to see if you're gonna crack. Wow, when life gives you lemons, I feel like they've been launched at my head. Tight calves, DIY disasters. Then we're looking at physio bills, missed championships, tendon tears, questionable haircuts, and of course, let's not forget, bad decisions. See, I'm running out of lemons, but I'm never gonna run out of comebacks. Erin, where do you think we're going?
Where do you think we're going?
South Africa.
We're already in South Africa.
I haven't told the family where we're going yet. Right, you gonna climb into the car?
Oh,
Whoa.
green.
We're climbing, Erin.
Voice.
Mine or looking at me.
Looking at you.
Yeah.
Can you, Erin, what is she called?
Hania.
Hymea. Meg, what were you expecting?
I don't know, because we went past a few like safari parks and something, so I thought, oh no, and then you said to me that it's not a safari, so I was like, oh, it's obviously nothing animal related then. So I was like, oh, maybe we're just going to a really nice hotel for the night. But this is a lot better than I expected.
Do you like it so far, Erin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it so far? You don't like it?
No.
No. I think the kids are tired and hungry now. We've got a nice night here and then a little activity in the morning before finding a track in Pretoria. We'll head home back to the cold UK. Anything else?
We're going on we're doing back.
Get back. I'm gonna race you to the car.
No, you're going to be
You're gonna lose. Can you climb in? Can you climb in?
going this side.
Climb in. Go on, all the way up. All the way, go on.
Ready?
Go on, all the way up. Come on. Come on. Yay, well done. You're on camera, say cheese.
Cheese.
So we're here for Meg's birthday. I've always been the Scrooge that says, no, I'm here to train. I'm not enjoying this kind of stuff. Let's have some dinner outside now. I've got fillet steak, Meg's got pasta. Kids have got fish and chips and chicken nuggets and chips because you can't beat that.
Cookie. And something else like this.
What's that? Is that carrot?
Yeah.
Are you having fish fingers and chips in Africa? And are you having chicken nuggets and chips in Africa? You can have that in the UK, Erin. Sorry, do you want a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello.
Hello.
What an eventful morning. So we woke up, I'm not sure what time Meg was up, but we woke up to a surprise that our flights were cancelled. What did you think, Erin?
Yeah.
Good? Well, happy birthday, Meg. So we found out that our flights were cancelled. Panic erupts. Meg's birthday. We're meant to do an elephant experience this morning, and yeah, we spent the first 2 hours of the morning trying to figure out, just keeping us all together. Luckily BA we were able to get it sorted, so we're all on the same flight. But thankfully we're all together. Everyone's safe, everyone's sound. And these guys are ready now. What are we going to see?
Elephant?
Elephants. Have you seen an elephant
No.
before, Sebi?
No.
Do you know how small they are?
Yeah.
They're like this big.
Yeah.
Do you want to see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the season started strong. We kicked it off with a second place in the World Indoor Tour in Ostrava. We did get clipped at the end, but it was a solid start to the season. And then we went a week later straight into the 800 meters. And I opened up with a 1:45, which was completely unexpected. And then what happens? Billy Big Bullets comes into play. I go to Leeuwen thinking I'm the man. Clearly wasn't. After 400 meters, I decided it would be a good move to try and close the gap on an already world record pace against one of the best athletes ever to grace this earth, and I paid the price. And let's just say it didn't go swimmingly well. That was another lemon. That was a big ow. Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Let's not go there. Barely scraped sub 4 that day, despite going through in well under that time. And then so what do you do when you do that? For me, the initial thing was to get straight back on the horse, go straight to Poland 2 days later and race, and we found some resurrection. And then we placed first, running 3:35 at another World Indoor Tour, and we took the win, and it was good. It was good at that point. And then of course, what happens during the race? It always looks good. It does, doesn't it? Always looks good. And then we found out that well, I didn't find out. I felt about 600 meters to go. I felt a small twinge in my calf, and I thought, shit, I think I'm okay. But I ran through it, didn't twinge again, and then I finished the race. I tried to walk off, and I'll be honest, I was in agony. Thought it was just a small strain, and what I thought was a small issue was clearly a lot more, because I went on to British Champs. British Champs happened, and yeah, British Champs didn't go to plan. Didn't even finish a race. But again, you keep it moving, and when life gives you lemons, I guess you make lemonade. And then that went to Miss Championships, and it spelled disaster. It really did spell disaster. But that's just how it rolls sometimes, and I think you just gotta roll with the punches. And overall, that meant I was then out of the Europeans, I was out of the World Championships, and my indoor season was over. So what did that mean? I got on my Bob the Builder. I decided to start a renovation task, and let's see how that went, because that was carnage. Okay, it's been rebraced, so I've used a piece of hardwood, similar type to the piece here. Just cut this out, put this underneath, braced this with, this is actually softwood, so it's probably not ideal. But in theory, this shouldn't ever get wet again now, but I am gonna seal it just in case. Ideally, I shouldn't be using softwood, I should be using hardwood. We've cut off all of the wood until it was rotten, so it was rotten to about here, but I thought if I cut it back all the way so there's no rot, then that's probably the best bit. And I did the same over there on this bit. Okay, so the boards are down now. Some of it is wet was wet, but the actual bits that I screwed into is still hardwood, so I've taken off all of the rotted wood. It's still pretty solid at present, it's not soft. So this does need to be replaced. I'm gonna replace this one and this one, because it is a little bit soft. This one here is absolutely fine. It's gonna do the job for now. It's a damn sight better than it was. Now we've removed the toilet. So we're going to put a new toilet flusher connector pipe, or whatever it is, linking pipe in there. Get rid of the tiles here, level it all out. Going to plaster all the walls, plaster or filler, whatever I need to do. And then can't get the words right now. Build the boxing all around, but I'll do that after I've got the sink in. Put new waterproof flooring there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're going to get a new basin unit, I think. We're just going to get a new one in. Put a shower in afterwards, and then take it from there. Oh, hello. So the toilet's out now. I've decided, because it's been dripping, this is all soaking wet. So I'm going to replace all of the floorboards. It's disgusting, by the way. But the toilet's completely out. So I'm going to put the flooring down. This is good. It's good movement. Good movement. I'm going to get this down now. Cut the new flooring, which is here, and get it all down, I think. But I'm going to reuse the good floorboards that we have left. So I'll get that done now. So that's now in. Toilet's out. Flooring's now replaced. It's nice and safe. I'm going to now lay the floor in here, get it to a certain point, get the toilet back in. I'm going to get the bath in, toilet in, the shower done. I have to do it in sections because we need to be able to use it. So we need to be using we can use the shower today, and then we need to be able to use a bath tomorrow. Toilet's in. Go and sort out the sink, and then we find more rotten floorboards under here. So I'm just going to replace these ones and get in there. Then we're just going to replace this side. So at the moment, the sink was leaking, bath was leaking, toilet was leaking, and the shower was leaking. Okay, subfloor's in. It's not perfect, but it's in. So here's where we got to. Bath's in, not plumbed in yet. Toilet's in. And believe it or not, this thing here is a Axel hand screw, I think. It was 2,000 brand new. I think it's on sale now for like 1,500, but we paid £125 for this. We got it with this, which is a Adamses. I'm not familiar with the brand, but we got the two of them for 250. So it's pretty nice. I'd never spend the kind of money people spend on this stuff brand new. I'd much rather spend it and buy it secondhand. Finally freed up this now, but it turns out it's a good job we've ripped this out as well, because this is also a bigger job than we thought. The walls are wet all up the back, so the damp's travelled up now from the shower. But it's free now. Whoever put this in done a bloody good job. Crowbar, the sledgehammer, or the mini sledge. There we go. Look how bad this is. I think we'll take up all the flooring, replace the flooring. That's you job to come pick up some more flooring.
Brilliant.
Flooring will be down and then it will just be decorating afterwards. So we're actually done. Once this is done, the hard part's done.
You said that about the bar.
No.
Emotional damage.
Could be a lot worse. It couldn't really, could it? We've basically put in a new bathroom. Honestly, it just keeps getting worse. So we've taken up the flooring here, and the leak here is probably the worst it is anywhere. Show you how wet it is. This is wood. It's literally, I mean, I am using a chisel, it's quite blunt, but this isn't even a question, do we get rid of it? This needs to come up as well. So effectively, this wall here is floating, or has been floating for a long time, because this is so wet, so rotten, that it won't have been doing anything. So yeah, this isn't good. This really isn't good. So it is what it is, isn't it? I started now, gotta get it done. It could be a lot worse, can't really, but so it's gone from bad to worse. So now I'm having to replace all of these floorboards, but now it turns out the rot's coming through all the way to here. So having to now cut along this line here and having to replace the floorboards out here. So it's gonna mean I'm gonna have to replace all the flooring. Oh, jobs.
A little while later.
Here we are so far. So bath's in's not leaking, toilet's in not leaking, sink hasn't been replaced, so there is a small leak that's coming from just there, not anything else, but we're gonna replace this. This is all in now, it's just waiting to be tiled, sealed off, putting the thing in. Shower tray needs to go in first before we move any further. But until I have the shower tray in, I don't want to begin fixing, I don't want to seal off these joints, I don't want to seal these, I don't want to do anything until I get that shower tray in and I know it's level. I can't cut the floorboard that's gonna go underneath. Yeah, very, very limited at the moment. So once the shower tray arrives, we can get moving. But until that, bit of a waiting game. Okay, so we're on the tricky part now. We're cutting the tiles. We're using this tile cutter. It's a bit tricky, bit tricky. I'm a plumber, man. I'm a plumber, I'm a builder, I'm a fixer, I'm a do everything, and I'm... Okay, so this is where I'm up to. There's been a few errors made, although not huge. Little bits like, for some reason, I started with these pieces down here and I used them down here just to keep them propped up. And for some silly reason, I didn't put them in square here. I've ended up doing like this, which has made it a lot more tricky to clean up after putting on the tiles. It hasn't all been fun, this.
It's fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
The shower's in. Not finished yet, but almost. Top bit, and then I need to do the bits just behind where the water outlets come. This is coming out now. We did bring a sink that we've already taken apart, and now we're fashioning that sink onto this board that we have. I think removing these tiles is probably the hardest thing I've ever done for my forearm. It's literally pulsing. Yeah, we're going yellow. That's a protest. This is a protest in yellow. It's the only thing I've got to pick color-wise in the house. So that's a protest, and it's staying yellow. Removing the pink because it doesn't go. The yellow doesn't go either, but protest, it's staying. Work never stops. Okay, so a brief update. This is where we are up to. So worktops are in. We did have a breakage over there. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm now just bracing this because you can see the overhang is huge. So I'm gonna use a piece of this worktop, and that's the cutoff. I asked them to keep the cutoffs. So we're gonna stand it up, and that's gonna cover the washing machine that's under there. That's gonna go over to here, and then it means we're gonna see a face of this worktop, but going down rather than seeing the washing machine. Okay, so it's the final, not quite final. This is the almost final reveal of the kitchen. So it's almost done. Almost done. That right there is my protest. That door is my protest. That's my stamp. I'm only joking. That's the color I picked. At first it was a bit of a joke, but it's actually grown on us now. But we've got a little breakfast bar now. It's not fastened down yet, so I haven't sealed it all yet, so it's not fixed down here, and we haven't put any caulking, any sealant around the sides. But it looks really smart, as you can see. Again, I haven't put this on yet. This is just in, but it's loose underneath. And then we just need to finish off like this wall, grout in between here. It's almost done. It looks smart. It's a lot smarter than it was. Then here's this side. And then show you this bit. This is quite cool as well. So here's the bathroom. So here we have the bathroom. If we just look at how this did look before compared to now. It really does look quite stunning compared to what it was like. Hello. Such a difference, and to think we did all of this ourselves, it was such a headache. If we just snip back to what it was like with the flooring, and now it just looks nice. It looks really nice. You feel quite proud of it now. But it was a lot of work, and if I didn't get injured, I would not have been able to do all of this. So, job done, and on that, it's back to being a full-time athlete. back to being a full-time athlete. And now we're back in South Africa. No family, missing them big time, no distractions, and just training. And even this week, it may well be my biggest mileage week, not training week, mileage week ever. I hit 84 miles this week, and I'm feeling good. And we're getting there. And we're going for strength this year. We're not going for speed. I'm an 800 guy, I'm a 1500 guy now that can run very fast, but I don't have the strength. And what's the point of running quick if you can't deploy that speed at the end? So we flipped the script. We've almost tripled the mileage over the last 3 or 4 years. We've progressed it yearly. We've gone from sort of the 50 mile a week to the 60s, the 70s, and now into the 80s. And in truth, yeah, it's working. It is working. How does that correlate to the track? We'll find out, but the only thing I can tell you is that now I'm on more of a level playing field, so that when the ball does get rolling and when people start dropping the hammer, I am hoping that I'll be far more competitive. And look, life hit me from pillar to post. And the reality is life doesn't care if you're an Olympian, if you've ran a world record, if you've won an Olympic gold. We all go through stuff. It's not what you go through, it's how you get through it. But here's the thing, you're not special, I'm not special. And when you get knocked down, it's cliche, but you just gotta get back up and keep on fighting. And if you take that out, make lemonade.